Hello everyone, my name is Yu and this will be my playthrough of the Fontaine Archon quest from Act 1 to Act 2. I'm gonna give you a disclaimer right away that I did not record my game while I was playing, so the visuals you'll be seeing are not my recordings. I'll be borrowing them from someone. I will credit them in the video later, so just keep that in mind and try to enjoy it as much as you can. I'll try to edit it as well as I can. There was also a part where my recording was lost, and that is sadly our introduction to the Archon and this full scene, very sadly, because this scene was everything. I really loved that scene. I loved the music, I loved the presentation, I loved the Archon. But sadly, you're not gonna see my reaction to it, so I'll just make a quick summary of it. And I will also be cutting off a lot of stuff from the Archon quest, because for the most part, I believe around 50%, maybe more, maybe less, I was for the most part quiet. I just had nothing to say really. I was just so immersed. I was just standing there and listening, watching like a movie. So the parts where I actually said something and reacted to something, they will be left in the video. So keep it all in mind and enjoy. I am so freaking excited for Fontaine. It's 7 AM. I've just woken up. I think it's pretty clear from my voice. But I am so excited that I'm just ready to dive in Fontaine. I know, almost everybody and their mother has said this joke, but I don't care. Like, you guys have literally no idea how hyped I am for Fontaine. Just to describe it, it has everything that I ever wanted. Every theme is my favorite. Before that, Inazuma was my favorite region, but now that Fontaine is coming out, the friendship with Inazuma is over. Now Fontaine is my best friend.
Good old caravan rebat. How did Paimon think? What were we up to the first time we came here? Oh, Paimon remembers. Nahita's consciousness had been trapped by the doctor, but we followed the clues she left behind to help her. So much time has already passed since then, and it seems Sumeru's changing for the better now that Nahita's in charge, right? Paimon just hopes this peace will last a long time, and then Nahita won't have any more new problems to deal with. Yeah, guess you're right. We somehow always find ourselves right in the thick of it. Who knows what will happen next? Come to think of it, maybe it's all because of you. Maybe you're just a magnet for trouble.
His face. What the fuck, Paimon? I was just thinking that you might be the problem, Paimon.
Huh? Me? Before Paimon ran into you, Paimon never ran into any trouble. At most,
Yeah,
she was
right.
super tired. Paimon got caught in some strange whirlpool and sucked out into sea. And even then, you fished Paimon out.
Yeah, I did, so be
Anyway,
grateful.
For Nahita's sake, maybe we should think about heading to our next destination for now.
Next stop, Fontaine.
Ah, look who it is.
Yes!
Running into you in a place like this. I can see you still love wandering around.
Yes!
Oh, it's Tia!
Hey, sweetie.
Just wandering around. We're usually taking care of some serious business. Even though it may have nothing to do with our journey. But never mind that. What brings you here?
I just finished a commission in the desert for a usual client of mine. Nothing too interesting. Just escorting a shipment of goods. I'm on my way to report back.
I'm so glad to see her. That she's... I was just thinking about it, like, are we gonna say goodbye to our Sumeru cast? Maybe at least, maybe just to DM, maybe just once a bit. No?
That's when I saw you two all the way over there.
Yes.
Away. What were you two talking about anyway?
We're preparing to leave Sumeru and head to Fontaine. Oh.
Huh? You serious? Can't say I saw that coming. But you are travelers after all. I guess you'd never stay for too long in one place.
She was expecting us to stay. Come with us.
Bumping into you like this will become
And who
a
the
rarity.
that Saskai was? Hello?
I'm starting to feel sad just thinking about it. Hey, how about I gather a few mercs to escort you two? What do you say?
It's so sweet of you.
Oh, Paimon had no clue you'd miss us so much. But don't worry, we'll come back to see everyone when we get a chance.
Sounds good. All you need to do to get to Fontaine is cross this stretch of desert and navigate some waterways. Knowing you two, I'm sure it won't be anything you can't handle. So, when are you leaving?
We'll leave as soon as we've finished a few more preparations.
Oh, wait a sec. Paimon
Journeys
just remembered there are
should be
still a few
spontaneous.
dishes in Sumeru that Paimon hasn't tried yet. Now, where's that list Paimon made?
Oh god. You're not gonna talk to us, no? Yeah, you're just gonna leave.
I see.
Okay, strange
Guess
guy.
you won't be needing a going away party or anything. It's sad enough to see you go like this. Though, now that I think about it, Sumeru wouldn't be what it is today without
Come
you.
with us!
Seems true heroes
Please.
always prefer leaving quietly.
By the way, should we go say bye to Nahida?
She'll know from our dreams anyway.
Oh, good point. Then there's no need to bother her in the real world.
Then, I guess this is goodbye for now, Traveler and Paimon. Whether as a client or a friend, you're always welcome to come find me.
Bye, Dia.
Goodbye, Dia. Bye-bye, Sumeru.
Not even a hug? Oh, what the hell, Hoyoverse? What is this? Going to Fontaine, boys. Stay hydrated. Just the sound of the waterfall. It's already magnificent.
This must be Fontaine's port.
With a giant
Wow.
clock.
Everything looks so advanced in Fontaine. Paimon's heard that the industry here is extremely developed, and there are all kinds of unusual machines.
It's even more impressive than I expected.
Seeing the sights as a tourist is nice, but maybe it would be better if we found something to do. What do you think?
Let's start by meeting the Hydro Archon.
Yeah, Nahida gave us loads of useful information. Seeking out the Seven is probably still our best source for information at this point.
Our journey is to find my sibling, and also to find the truth.
Yeah, the more we can learn, the better. So, what do you think the Hydro Archon's like? Will we get along? Nahida said that she has a very unique personality, whatever that means.
Oh, you sweet summer child, you will
To learn
find
about a
out
nation's
soon
god,
enough.
Start with the nation's people. There seems to be some locals talking over there. Let's go see if we can join the party.
If you ask me, it's a tragedy how things ended for him. Clearly, he was a pretty decent person.
Yeah, I didn't expect that kind of ending for him.
The first thing
I
we
thought he
hear
would at
is
least
someone
fight on a little
died.
longer for his family. I was expecting a sudden plot twist, but
This is
it's
promising.
a pity that it never happened. Still, his story is quite the tearjerker.
Oh god, here we go. The plot twist. There's no plot twist. Oh no.
into the city? What an ingenious way to get around. People in Fontaine really know how to use water.
This is an aqua bus. It allows people to
Aqua
travel
bus.
between several key locations around Fontaine. It's pretty convenient, but the ride can become a little dull after a while. The scenery is always the same. That's why it's better to travel with friends.
So you mean it's still boring even when I'm riding with you?
No, that's not what I meant. It's just that, well, you don't really talk that much. Besides, it doesn't really feel like a real trip when it's just the two of us. It's the same as being at home.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Guess that's what it's like to be an older brother.
It's about time for us to leave. Let's get on board.
Oh, Charlotte. Charlotte. Hey.
Huh?
What? Traveler!
Hey.
Oh, I'd never guessed I'd bump into you while riding the
Charlotte.
In the story of my life, this
It's
is
Charlotte.
big news. What are you doing in Fontaine? I didn't hear anything about you paying us a visit.
Yeah, it's quite the coincidence. But as travelers, we're always on the move. It's not surprising that nobody knew we were coming.
Well, somebody knew.
We still have no idea how the Hydro Archon knew about us. Oh, let Paimon introduce you to our new friends.
Oh, no need for introductions, Paimon. I would recognize the great magician Linny and his assistant Lynette anywhere. I wouldn't be much of a reporter if I didn't know who they were. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Charlotte, a reporter for the Steambird.
Nice to meet you. From the Steambird, huh? We've often relied on your paper to promote our performances.
It's an honor to meet you.
Now that everyone knows each other, Fontaine suddenly doesn't feel like such an unfamiliar place. So, what have you been up to lately, Charlotte?
I wonder how are they gonna play this out, because some people didn't play the event, so they don't know Charlotte, so it would be so weird for them to meet her here.
Not too much. When there isn't any breaking news, I mainly cover the trials at the Opera House.
But it could be the same with Scaramouche, so there was an event, and whoever didn't play it, the scene in the Archon quest was different.
You could still manage to keep readers' attention as long as you tell things from a clever enough angle, even if it's the same old topics. For example, reporting on how a scammer once deceived vulnerable girls into relationships, or how a financial criminal was once so poor that they ate a single piece of bread for 5 days.
That would definitely get my attention. But that's not really the kind of news you're
right.
after.
Seems you know me pretty well. What I'm really after is exclusive, sensational news pieces that could shake the country. These smaller stories are a waste of my talents. Oh, I just remembered. I've been following a case lately. Well, a series of cases, actually. You mean the serial disappearances of young women case? That's right! These stories are the talk of the town right now, and it's probably the most mysterious case we've ever seen. If I'm the first with a draft ready to publish when the case is finally cracked, and it's the headline story in the Steambird, oh, when that happens, I bet all the other reporters will shed tears of envy. I've already gathered all kinds of materials. I just can't wait for the truth to be revealed.
So, what is the serial disappearances of young women case? You mean the culprit hasn't been found?
That's right. The first missing girl case happened almost 20 years ago. And ever since, after a period of time, another girl disappears. What the cases have in common is that the girls are all of a similar age, and that they've all vanished without a trace. But the scariest part is that to this day, none of the girls have ever been found. Many suspects have been arrested over the years in connection with this case, but shortly after each arrest, another disappearance would always happen.
Then there must be more than one criminal at work.
Yes,
Maybe there
possible.
are copycat criminals?
Either way, I believe that every case has some precise truth behind it, waiting to be exposed.
I guess that's what's gonna happen to
Yes,
Lynette.
I agree. And at the very
The
least, the family of those
girl
missing girls
disappearance
deserves some
case.
sort of explanation. I just imagined for a second what I would do if Lynette were to suddenly disappear.
Oh no.
I'd pay any price to get her back.
Oh,
and then
no.
find a way to track down the culprit.
Oh no. Foreshadowing.
Please don't imagine that, Lenny.
Yeah, he does. He won't have to imagine it. Soon. He won't.
Hey, we're almost there. Look.
Oh yes, this soundtrack. Oh. The opera. Well, it's the choir.
Well, I really enjoyed chatting with you. Life should be full of pleasant little surprises.
I
like
love the theme, the music theme
The ride went by too quickly.
of
this. I have
Fontaine.
an interview to get to. I should get going before I'm late.
Okay, Hyman hopes we can chat again soon, Charlotte. See ya.
Bye now. Oh, be sure to stop by and see me at the Steambird when you have time.
What a tough job. Always running around and interviewing everyone. Well, where should we go now?
If you don't mind, how about we stop by my home first? Besides, I still have all the materials we collected.
Sure, we wouldn't mind at all. This city is so huge, Paimon wouldn't know where to start anyway.
Oh, we're just teleporting. Okay. Whoa.
This is our current abode. Ah, Fremine, you're home.
Fremine!
Where did everyone else go? I have some
Everyone
new
else?
friends that I would like to introduce.
Oh, they all just went out a moment ago.
I see. Everyone is getting busier now that Father will be returning soon. I suppose that
Wait,
can't be
what?
helped.
Father?
Allow me to introduce you
I
to my
mean-
little brother, Fremine. He is a
what?
phenomenal diver.
I expected to hear mother, but father?
Hello.
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. Oh, you sound very proud to have a diver as a brother, Linny.
What a talented family.
Lenny, could you come here for a moment?
What is it, Fremine? Do you have something to tell me?
It's alright, you go ahead.
Okay, I see.
Is everything all right?
Oh, it's nothing. We were just discussing a little housework. Sorry for the interruption. Oh, before I forget, the Traveler and I collected more materials to make magic pockets. Were you able to get any, Fremine?
Yes, I went diving and gathered lots of materials. I was about to give them to you.
That's our Fremine, always quick with the underwater work. All right, I'll take these to the workshop.
Rain in the city. I love this atmosphere of rain
Looks like rain.
in the city.
You're right. But wasn't it clear and sunny just a moment ago?
I wish it would rain
Fontaine's weather sure is weird.
just randomly in the
I'm
city.
afraid that's just how it is here. It often
When
rains
we're
on
just
days
walking
where there are
around.
trials being held in the Opera House, but don't worry, it'll clear up soon enough.
What's wrong, Fremine?
There's a legend about the rain that I tend to believe. It's said that a dragon of water once resided in Fontaine. Though we don't know where the dragon went, every time it weeps, the skies will cloud up and pour out rain. When I was a child, my mother told me that if I wanted to go outside and play, I should yell toward the sky at the top of my lungs. Hydro Dragon! Hydro Dragon! Don't cry!
Could that Hydro Dragon be the elemental dragon of
If
Fontaine?
it's an elemental dragon, then having the power to make it rain wouldn't be very unusual. Let Paimon try something. Hydro Dragon, don't cry!
Doesn't seem to be of any use. It is just a legend after all.
You know, you might be a more popular magician if you understood the concept of romanticism. Or could at least play along.
Sorry, it might be because we've never met the Hydro Dragon. Perhaps it can't be comforted by the words of strangers.
I love the theme.
It rained for longer than I suspected. Oh, it's already getting late.
Was there something you needed to do, Linny?
Yeah, some preparations for the show at the Opera House. I need to find a way to catch the last aqua bus of the day. On the day of the performance, just ride the aqua bus to the island of Araneus. I'll have Lynette meet you at the fountain in front of the Opera House.
Sounds good. You go ahead, Linny.
Oh, are you leaving now?
What is it, Fremine? I'm in a hurry. Oh, I get it. You feel nervous delivering the materials for the magic pockets, is that it? Perhaps we could trouble the Traveler to help us take these materials to the Beaumont workshop and deliver them to the owner there? I'm afraid that Fremine can be quite introverted, and the boss there tends to be pretty talkative. Fremine has always been a little afraid of her.
Her.
No trouble at all. Don't worry, we're on the case.
Sorry for the inconvenience. I'm quite useless when it comes to such tasks. I'll think of a way to make it up to you.
Oh, no need. This will be a walk in the park for us.
Is it Navian? This night theme is so
Hello?
jazzy also. Oh, no, that's not Navian.
Oh, hello there. New customers? Looking to buy, or do you need something made? Or perhaps you're just looking for a chat with me.
Hey, is this machine what you use to make stuff here? It looks really advanced.
Why use your hands when a machine can do the work? It would be a waste not to use the latest technology. And wasting is a kind of crime.
But where does a big machine like that get its power from?
Well, it's a little complicated. I'm not sure I can put it in layman's terms for you. But basically, everything we usually use here in the city is powered by indemnitium. It's a type of energy that's produced from trials.
Huh? How can trials produce energy?
Well, I'm not completely sure of all the details myself, but basically, When a trial is in session, the oratrice mécanique d'analyse cardinale
Whoa.
harvests people's belief in
The
justice
oratrice.
and converts it into energy
She's,
to be used all around
Jesus, she said it
Fontaine.
so casually.
So that's what its other function is? Paimon heard that the Oratrice was created by the Archon to make judgments. But Paimon still doesn't get it. How could something unreliable like people's beliefs be turned into a stable power source for these machines?
Venti and Nahida both said that gods rely on belief to obtain power.
Oh, yeah! So that means the Hydro Archon relies on the machine to take the energy created by belief and turn it into power for all of Fontaine, right?
Even though I've never heard anyone really put it that way before, it sounds like it makes sense. Besides indemnitium, we have another type of energy called mumusia. It isn't produced by the power of the Archon, but it is unstable by nature. Even now, it still cannot be widely used by civilians.
I thought I'd find you hard at work, but here you are chatting the day away. Since you're already talking, I'm sure you wouldn't mind a few words with me.
You again? Didn't I already promise you that I'd have the miHoYo to Confrérie of Cabriere by next month? Why are you hounding me now?
Yeah, but how do we know that you won't go running off by the end of this month? I want 50% today. Wait, no, 70%.
Huh? You...
Seems business isn't so great for the workshop. We've already finished our job and delivered the materials. Maybe...
Sounds like a usual case of someone owing somebody else money.
Hold on.
Oh!
Before you go around trying to collect payments, why don't you settle your own debts?
Just like that!
If Confrérie of Cabriere wants to poach clients from Northland Bank, that's fine. But I'm afraid you still owe the bank a hefty sum of mora. So why don't we work things out between us first, before you get back to your little conversation here?
You're from Northland Bank. But we said we'll pay everything we owe next month. Why are you hounding me now?
Traveler, Paimon! I didn't think I'd run into you here in Fontaine. What are the chances?
What are the chances? What the fuck are you doing here?
You didn't want to stay in Snezhnaya?
We sure seem to have run into a lot of friends today.
Long story short, I've already been in Fontaine for some time now, and honestly, things have been pretty boring.
Yeah, no wonder for you.
But it seems that fate brought our paths together today. Not only will I have some good friends here now, but ones who always seem to find trouble. Either way you look at it, it seems things are going to get a lot more interesting now.
Pretty sure we'd want to avoid anything that you'd find interesting. Besides, our trip here has gone pretty well so far, right, Traveler?
I don't mind a little excitement every now and then. No.
Hey, you, Northland Bank boy. Aren't you forgetting something?
Don't interrupt. It's not often I run into the Traveler like this. Why don't you wait for me over there for a while?
You kidding? Aren't you the one looking for us? You really expect us to sit and twiddle our thumbs while you catch up with your friends? Listen to me, boy. If you want your mora, fine. Why don't you come and take it?
Hey, I just said not to interrupt. Oh, by the way, Traveler, the last time I took Tonya and Tusser ice fishing, Tusser said...
Hey! That's way over the line! All right, boys, let's see who has to pay up now!
Can you at least let me finish one sentence? Fine. Though the bank told me not to get rough with our clients. You're the ones who started it. This is an act of self-defense. You two will have to be my witnesses, okay?
Go ahead, they're all yours.
I'm sure this won't take long.
What's your deal, Brad? How are you so strong if you're just a staffer from Snezhnaya's Northland Bank? Wait, don't tell me you're...
Oh, now you notice. It's a little late, don't you think? Just make sure you understand that you don't mess with Northland Bank. Got it?
Hydrovision, acting up. Acting up, okay. Acting up.
Now's my chance.
Did the vision disappear? Here we go. Okay.
Huh. That was weird.
The vision is there, but... what just happened?
I'm not sure. It's as if I suddenly lost control of my hydro powers when I needed them. Maybe there's something wrong with my vision?
Strange. How could that happen? First time Paimon's ever heard of someone losing control of their vision.
Never mind. It doesn't matter. If I want to stay sharp, I shouldn't be relying too much on my vision anyway. Besides, I always have my delusion in case I need it.
You'd better not use your delusion.
So what are you doing in Fontaine, child? I don't see it's work for Northland Bank.
Well, I guess it's because I've been in a bad mood lately.
Huh? What kind of reason is that? Wait, since when do you feel down about anything?
I don't know. Maybe I still have a lot to learn about myself. But recently, there seems to be some sort of restless power stirring inside of me. And I don't know why, but every now and then I feel like I'm in a terrible mood.
Maybe you losing control of your vision just now is connected with that power you're feeling inside.
That is a possibility.
Do you have any idea where it came from?
I can't remember if I ever mentioned it before, but when
You
I was
didn't
14,
mention it, but we know
fell
about
into
it.
some unknown
Okay,
abyss.
tell us about it.
It was during that time I learned nearly all of my abilities. The one who took me under her wing and taught me was named Skirk.
We're getting all this
She was always quiet
lore
and very mysterious.
from his mouth.
Nobody knew where she came from or what she had been through, and she was always very
Flags.
strict when teaching me combat techniques. One time, I asked her why she was willing to take me on as an apprentice. From what I could make of her answer, it was because I had awakened it, and traces of it remained on me. She said that all my combat training would be useful in the future.
But what is it? What did you awaken?
She never explained that, but my guess is that it's related to a dream I saw when I had just fallen into that abyss. In my dream, I was in the deepest depths of the sea, and the boundless seabed was all around me. But in front of me appeared a whale that was so massive, I felt like I couldn't breathe.
Oh.
A whale? Oh, that sounds familiar! When we fought against you before, you summoned a huge whale that seemed to leap at us. Is that the one?
That's just an abstract form of a whale that I create using my elemental powers. It takes that shape because the scene I dreamt of the whale has always been stuck in my mind. I'll never forget it.
So you used the whale as inspiration for one of your moves? Huh.
It's very possible
little
that the
twisted
power
kinda.
inside you is connected to your incident
So why
in the
don't you
abyss.
just go ask your master? Maybe she knows the answer.
You make it sound so easy. Ever since the incident I experienced there, I've never stopped searching for Master Skirk and that unknown abyss. But it's been years now, and I've still found nothing. There isn't even a trace of the place where I remember falling into the abyss.
Oh, it sounds like some kind of ghost story.
Yeah, I'm out of leads at this point, but there's nothing more I can do. It seems that strange encounters in this world tend to be elusive like that. Oh, seems the time really flies when I'm talking with you. I just remembered I have somewhere else I need to be, so I should get going.
What? More work for the Northland Bank?
No, it's more of a personal appointment. Lately, I've been sparring with some of Fontaine's official champion duelists whenever I'm feeling bored.
Clorend, you're talking
Official
about.
champion duelist? You mean it's their job to duel?
Yep, in Fontaine, before a criminal goes to court, they're given one chance to defend their honor by requesting a duel with an official champion duelist. The champion duelists are all powerful fighters selected from among the nation's best. And the duel itself is a no-holds-barred fight with no specified stopping point. So engaging in such a duel is regarded as a symbol of defending your honor. If a criminal manages to win the duel, they'll be acquitted. But if they lose, they'll have no choice but to stand trial. And the worst-case scenario is that you're simply killed in the duel. Though
I
it's rumored that
wonder.
Fontaine has a death penalty.
We're probably gonna
From
see
what
a
I
duel
can tell,
between
no one
Child
has
and
ever been
Clorend
officially sentenced
in
to
the
death.
future.
So really, the only people
When
who
he's gonna
opt
be
to duel
arrested,
are those who have suffered a
I think.
grave injustice in being accused, or those who greatly value their honor. Otherwise, why gamble with your life?
So, do many people actually get out of their trials by winning the duel?
Apparently, it's exceedingly rare for anyone to actually win. Fontaine probably enacted this system as a way to show that the nation respects the honor of its citizens. Besides, none of the champion duelists are to be trifled with, which is exactly why I was itching to face them as soon as I got to Fontaine. Apparently, the one I'm meeting today, Clorend, is the strongest of the champion duelists. I had been asking her for some time before she finally agreed to face me today.
She agreed today?
Wild for ya. Paimon feels like we heard that name somewhere before.
When we met the Hydro Archon.
Huh.
Oh, before I forget,
What?
I want you to have this.
What?
Huh? Your vision? You're seriously just giving it away?
I'm just worried that it could become uncontrollable again. I'd be pretty upset if it got in the way of my duel, so I think I'll be better off without it for now. Besides, I just need you to hold on to it for a short while. I'll come retrieve it when I have some time later.
Paimon knows what you're up to. You just want an excuse to come talk to us again, don't you?
Whatever gave you that idea? I'll be in touch later.
He just casually gave his vision to us.
That sneaky guy. He said he's been feeling down lately, but he seemed the same as ever to Paimon. Well, seems we don't have much to do for now. We might as well walk around and
Clorend.
before Lenny's performance.
Today? They are fighting today? I mean, huh?
Whoa! Now this is fancy! The Opera at Eclairs. What a place to hold a performance! No wonder Lenny and Lynette were looking forward to it. Huh. Looks like there's a lot of people standing around the fountain up ahead.
Nice fountain.
Oh, Archon, please bless us with a bright and healthy child. We pray.
I don't know why you always feel the need to ask so much. I'll be happy as long as our child is healthy and lives a peaceful life.
I guess if they're our kid, then there's no doubt they'll turn out smart.
Maybe this is one of the customs in Fontaine. There sure are a lot of couples here.
Throwing coins in a fountain. Oh. Huh?
What's wrong?
Vacher.
Vacher.
Vacher. Oh my god. Did you say something, Paimon?
Paimon didn't say anything.
These glitch effects were stronger than any others that we had before.
Are you hearing
Whose voice was that just now?
Welcome to the Fountain of Lucine. All the water flowing through Fontaine converges here. It's customary for newlyweds to come here and wish for children.
Lynette! You scared Paimon! When did you get here?
Lenny asked me to wait here for you, remember?
Right.
By the way, Lynette, I seemed to hear a faint voice just now.
There are a lot of people
It seems as if the voice was coming from the fountain.
Hey, you're not trying to scare Paimon, are you? Besides, it's the middle of the day. It's not the time for eerie things.
I see. I might be able to tell you something that could help explain the voice you heard. In fact, you might not be imagining things at all. I suspect that what you heard is a result of your hypersensitivity to the hydro element. Others in my family have had similar experiences.
It's because of his sensitivity to the hydro element? But what would hearing a voice have to do with elemental power?
When do you cry, Paimon?
Wait, what? What does that have to do with anything?
Just answer the question.
Just answer me. When do you cry?
When Paimon's really sad? Oh, And when Paimon's super happy. Oh, and also when Paimon's really, really scared.
Then you should understand that tears contain your most intense emotions. Like I just mentioned, the Fountain of Lucine is where all the flowing water in Fontaine converges. Even the tears that fall to the ground will eventually gather here. So maybe what you heard was the intense emotion coming from someone's tears.
That's an interesting explanation.
So, what did the voice say?
It seemed to be calling out someone's name.
Huh. If you were hearing their emotions, then Paimon wonders what happened to them.
Rather than worrying about them, we should worry about my brother first.
What? Why?
Don't let that calm look of his fool you. He tends to get pretty nervous just before a performance. So chatting with Linny might help him relax a little before he goes on stage.
Oh, right. That makes sense. Let's go in and see Linny.
This shit is gonna go down soon. Oh.
Traveler and
The
Paimon.
organ.
Good to see you. I knew you two would come.
Are you kidding? We wouldn't miss it for the world. We've been looking forward to it.
I can tell, judging by how early you've arrived. But you're actually right on time. The audience still hasn't started entering the venue yet, which means now is the perfect chance for us to take you to the best seats in the house. Wait just a moment, I'll fetch the tickets.
Best seats in the house.
The Opera House has assigned seating, so you always have to make reservations. I've already reserved your seats, and here are your tickets.
Ooh, front row seats. Thanks, Linny.
Don't mention it. There's no need to keep thanking me.
Hey, Linny! Could you come over here and take a look at this?
Oh, I'll be right there. Seems there's an issue with the stage props over there. That's Cal, my assistant, calling me. I'll go lend him a hand.
Best get busy.
Yeah, we'll just go to our seats. You go ahead, Linny.
Oh.
Oh,
Is that Nicolette?
Let's sit down.
Oh. His eye movements. He's sleeping. Just leave him alone.
Hey, Traveler. Maybe we should strike up a conversation with the person next to us. Since we're sitting together and the rest of the place is practically empty still. It's kinda awkward if we don't say anything.
Isn't that usually your job?
You little... Of course you put this on Paimon.
Well, who else? You're the one talking for me.
Excuse me, I did not realize you felt awkward. I am terribly sorry. I would be perfectly happy to chat with you if that is what you would like.
Oh, so you heard all of that, did ya? Boy, you sure have good ears. Paimon thought she was keeping her voice down.
You never do that.
Wait, that's not it, Paimon's. Sorry,
He's put his leg. Oh.
rude talking under her breath like that.
Look at him sitting. Fancy.
But, what should we talk about?
This is getting even more awkward. And they don't even realize that this is the judge. Oh no. Look at his leg.
Oh, Paimon's got it. You're also here early and sitting in the front. Are you a friend of Linny's too?
Now he's in charge of this place.
A friend, you say? Well, if Mr. Linny would like to be my friend, I would be more than happy to reciprocate.
Oh, so you're not friends with Linny then? Oh, this is getting more awkward by the second. Paimon nearly forgot to make her introduction. Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We just arrived in Fontaine.
It is an honor to meet you two. I have heard of your deeds across Teyvat.
Oh, so you are familiar who we
And
are.
as required by proper etiquette, I will also introduce myself. I am...
Oh, Monsieur Nervillet. What an honor it is to have you here to see my show.
Ah, Mr. Linney. I should say it is in fact an honor for me to see your performance in person.
Wait, Nervillet? Could he be...
Nervillet.
I saw you all chatting just now, but it seems you still don't know who Monsieur Nervillet is.
Nervillet.
Allow me to introduce you to Fontaine's Chief Justice. That seat is always reserved for him. It wouldn't be too much to say that he's the symbol of justice and honesty here in Fontaine.
Another big shot. And that we met pretty early. Which I'm happy about.
No offense taken.
I had to...
Justice is merely what I do for work. Nearly every person has their usual reserved seat, so I'm not so special, really. And by the way, I should probably let you know, even though I would prefer not to, there's someone sitting up there in the VIP seats that has been striking a pose for a while now.
Yeah, of course you would.
I believe she is trying to give you a most elegant and impressive first impression.
Even though I would prefer not to. I already love these two. I already am in love with their dynamic.
So I think you should take notice of her sooner rather than later. Otherwise she may become flustered.
I see. You have some experience with that, huh? Your hair is floating so much. I don't know, it just seems odd. Like it's not hair or anything. I understand the white part, but the blue ends are throwing me off. What you're so smug about?
Huh? Oh, it's Farina, the Hydro Archon. Huh. She sure has a smug and satisfied look on her face. Guess she has no idea that you saw right through her act.
Very good. That is for the best. No need to pay her any more attention.
Yeah, she doesn't need more attention. Yeah, that's all she needed. She's satisfied.
So is this what things are like between the Chief Justice and the Hydro Archon?
All right, please wait just a moment longer. I've pretty much finished my preparations, and the performance will start as soon as the audience has made their way to their seats.
Yay! The show's finally about to start! Paimon can hardly wait! Paimon's never seen a real live magic show before!
The crowd entered the venue. Okay.
Oh, they're dimming the lights! The show must be starting!
It begins.
Sorry. Paimon will try to stay quiet.
Welcome, one and all, to the Opera Epiclese. I am the star of today's show, Linny. And over here is my sister, Lynette, who will be working as my wonderful assistant. Please, let's give her a warm welcome.
Hello, everyone.
Finally, some proper clapping.
She may seem to be a little sleepy right now, but that's just a sign that she's nervous.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Now, some of you may be thinking, two vision holders who can freely manipulate elemental powers performing magic is not true magic at all. So, I would like to take a moment to assure you that elemental powers will have nothing to do with what you will witness on the stage today. Both Lynette and myself have removed our visions for the show.
They gave away their
that way,
visions.
even the gods won't be able to help us.
Ooh, that's interesting.
That's what makes
First
the show
child,
real
now
magic.
this.
Now, without further ado, let the show begin. Lynette will now exit the stage to make some preparations. I know you might miss her, but don't worry. She'll be coming right back on stage momentarily. Perhaps in an unexpected way. I'm sure she'll be stealing the spotlight soon enough. Oh, and before I forget, there's one more thing I should say. You never know what can happen in the blink of an eye.
I blinked.
A magician's greatest skill is making things disappear or appear. The possibilities are endless.
Okay. Empty hat. Why is it floating? What? Cars flying out. Oh. What is this trickery?
But this isn't what you came for. These little tricks, you've seen them all before. So it's time for something truly extraordinary, don't you think? This one's a little tricky.
Tricky, get it? Here's the spotlight.
Using this water tank, I shall make my sister vanish completely.
Vanish?
Right before your very eyes.
You will make her vanish. What? So it is part of the show. Wait.
It's actually quite simple. She'll just turn into air bubbles and float right out of the top. Oh no! I told them to check all the props carefully. With the lid on, even air can't escape. An amateur magician would be getting very nervous right around now. Luckily, it's me on stage, so let me show you what a true virtuoso can do.
She's gone.
Are you still there? Don't go too far. We don't want to use up all our magic.
Hi, I'm back.
Uh-huh.
Oh. That's it?
Whoa! What in the world just happened? How did he do that? Paimon didn't see him do anything.
Okay.
That inside the water tank? How did she disappear and then reappear out of nowhere?
I saw Chlorend being right next to Furina. Oh. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Okay, that was a nice bait from the trailer.
If we could see easily through his tricks, then that would mean that his skills are still lacking. To appreciate magic, you should focus on the show happening on stage, rather than getting caught up in trying to see that which has been intentionally hidden.
Okay, it seems like we're getting along with
Believe her eyes when Lynette reappeared.
our Chief Justice here.
Thank you everyone. I'm glad you enjoyed that performance. But our magical journey has only just begun. I've prepared even more astonishing surprises for everyone here. The magic of transformation and disappearance can go far beyond what you've just seen. I'm sure many of you are thinking that escaping the water tank was impressive enough, but Lynette is still my assistant after all. In which case, I have ample time to make all necessary preparations. So, for my next trick, I will require the participation of one lucky audience member. Please, if my assistants could bring out the magical boxes now.
Of course it's gonna be me.
There are 2 boxes, and only 2 boxes. One is here, and one is there in the aisle among the audience.
They've got such a creepy masks.
I'm sure many of our clever audience members have already guessed our next magic trick. A swap! Our lucky audience member and I will each enter a magic box. After 1 minute, we will each emerge from the opposite box. Now please, everyone pay very close attention to the box you see here. Don't give me any chance to make a move.
Wow, how's he gonna do this? Hey, do you think this is all magic tricks, or does Lenny have actual superpowers?
Let's watch and see.
The lucky audience member will be generated by this random number selector.
Okay, it's random,
It selects
sure.
numbers entirely at random. Even I don't know who will be chosen to participate. Now then, let's begin.
Those are numbers.
Let me see. Oh, row 7, seat 3. Congratulations! You now have a chance to experience magic firsthand for an entire minute.
Is
Please,
that
come
the
forward.
thief?
My assistant will take you beside the magic box.
Her hair looks exactly the same as the thief we were chasing.
I'm sorry, it might be a little cramped inside, but no need to feel nervous. We've carefully arranged everything for you to be as comfortable as possible.
These masks are so creepy. They're creeping me out. Jesus.
You don't need to do anything, but no matter what strange things may happen, don't come out of the box. If the magic is interrupted, who knows where you might end up? You might even find yourself in the Fortress of Meropide.
Uh-oh, yeah, that's her.
Oh, okay.
All right. Before I enter the magic box, there is one more thing I need to ask the audience to do. Could you all give me a countdown? Like this. 60, 59, 58. Just keep counting down. You can go a little faster or slower if you like. I won't be able to see anything in the pitch black box, so I'll be relying on your voices to know when time is up. Oh, and no tricks now. If you quickly count from 60 in just 30 seconds, then I'll be in a tough spot.
Ooh, Paimon kinda wants to count faster after hearing him say that.
I'm sure Lenny's prepared.
No, that won't do. I can see it in your eyes. You still can't be trusted. Let's practice together. Come on, repeat after me. 60, 59, 58.
60, 59, 58.
That's right, perfect. Keep it going. All right, I'll see you all on the other side once you've finished counting.
Huh? Why aren't you counting, Nervalet?
I am counting in my head. I think things are exciting enough in here as it is. Merely a consequence of my identity and personality. Do not worry about me. Just enjoy the show.
Oh, alright. You look so serious that Paimon thought you might be feeling uncomfortable or something. 40, 39, 38!
Mr. Lenny, are you all right in there? Is everything ready?
Yes, I'm fine. I'm just double-checking the direction of the magic. It would be a disaster if we get sent to the wrong places. For example, mid-air right above the audience.
Even though he's saying that, Lenny doesn't seem nervous at all.
I think it's all part of the show. Maybe he's just supremely confident in his abilities.
What was that noise? Did you hear it too?
Did it come from the stage?
Not sure. Anyway, it doesn't seem like anyone's worried about it. 25! 24! 23!
What's wrong, Mr. Lenny? I can still hear you moving in there.
I seem to have accidentally knocked over a decoration. I'm trying to fix it, but it's pitch black in here. I can't tell left from right.
Never mind the decorations. There's no time for that. The show is what's important.
No, that's unacceptable. I want my show to be perfect. Don't worry, we still have 20 seconds. Hear them counting?
19! 18! 17!
It seems things aren't quite going as planned. I apologize, everyone. It feels like you're all starting to count faster, but that's alright. I know it can be tiring to do such a long countdown. 10 seconds and change is still plenty of time.
10!
Another
Almost there
cutscene.
now.
Oh.
Swapping two people is harder work than you might think. Even a master magician like me can't guarantee I'll get it right the first time. Hey, wait! Is this the back one? I can't tell. They both look the same inside. Huh? No, that's not it. I'll try again. 7! Hey, slow down! Honestly! 5! 4! 3! Whoops! That doesn't count! 0! Ta-da!
Clap, 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 clap. Oh! Fireworks! Whoa! Oh. R.I.P. I guess. Okay, somebody died. Just okay. I wasn't worried for the girl inside the box, but the staff member. Okay, so future you here. I'm here to tell you that me at this moment and so on thought that the victim was this guy. I thought that he died, and I was confused that he was in the box because I always saw him near the box, and I also didn't notice that he got out of the way before it happened. I just didn't pay attention to that. So, bear with me. Bear with me.
Is this part of the show? Mr. Lenny, you're going to use magic to fix the stage now, right?
What happened?
Oh no. Maybe this isn't part of the show. The girl was still in that box, right?
I don't think the girl was there. I think she's in prison or something, but the guy's definitely dead.
This performance is over. Medical staff with me. Guards secure the scene and detain all the performers. Seal the exits. No one is allowed in or out at this time.
Yes, that's right. If this was just an accident, then we must investigate the cause. But if this was all part of some scheme, then those accountable will not escape the judgment of the God of Justice.
No need to be alarmed, you two. We'll get to the bottom of this soon enough.
Okay. He's being quite polite with us.